The film is often described as a neo-Western or revisionist Western, and I think there are some ways in which it inverts the conventions of a Western. The character, for instance, he's very passive, which you tend not to see in protagonists of Westerns, and the use of landscape is also very different, I think, than a typical Western. Were you thinking very consciously in terms of inverting these Western conventions?
Well, I was interested in the Western, as I am with any kind of genre that I might approach. I'm interested in them as a kind of frame within which you can kind of do whatever you want. So there are a lot of unconventional Westerns which were very inspiring to me. And there are Westerns where landscape is incredibly important or unusual, like, say, The Big Sky of Howard Hawks is quite unusual. It's more kind of a mountain man movie in a way. But I was also, I love Westerns that are unusual, like, there are some very almost Brechtian Westerns, like Fritz Lang's Rancho Notorious, or certainly Nick Ray's Johnny Guitar. And then there are just interesting, odd Westerns by Monty Hellman and Sam Peckinpah, but also Sam Fuller's 40 Guns, or films like Blood on the Moon. Some Bud Boetticher films are somewhat unusual. So I don't know. The genre contains a lot of not real formulaic examples already that I was drawn to. I'm not a big John Ford fan, I must say, although he has a very elegant, beautiful way of constructing a film. But what the films contain have always been problematic for me, especially I have a strong feelings for kind of an Aboriginal culture, Native American culture, that I find very insulted by a lot of Ford's films, except for Cheyenne Autumn, maybe an exception. But what am I talking about? I digressed somewhere. But